You ever have those thoughts when you lie in bed late at night, turn off your lights and close your eyes? Or maybe when you're eating breakfast, or even working out, and you stop for a moment and ponder over a thought that almost scares you. Like a leech slowly sucking the happiness and motivation you've got going in your mind, only for you now to be at the hands of these thoughts that are clearly a lot more distracting than you thought they would be.
Attention everyone, there's a chubby pink starfish on the loose.
Well, I can certainly say I have. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 5 of those things that tend to scare me. I'm going to start off casual, but work my way up to the most intense thoughts, so be sure to stick around for the whole video. Alright, let's go! With the amount of people that exist within our world, and the amount of incredibly overwhelming number of conspiracies that are out there, how many of them are actually true? And which ones? Now, I'm not about to get into a giant conspiracy rant where I talk to you about insane tragedies that were secretly planned or political corruption that was purposely set up. However, it's a bit of a freaky thought to know that there is definitely a handful of conspiracies out there that without a doubt are real, but that we just don't know the truth about them. Like, give it a thought for a second. There are thousands of conspiracies out there. Sure, here on YouTube you type in conspiracies, and I can assure you the amount of content you will find will feed that curiosity inside of you until you've completely convinced yourself that the world is a lie, the government is corrupt, the world as we know is soon gonna end! Yeah, moving on. Now, with the whole talk of conspiracies, I figured I would cleverly segue into my next thought that keeps me up at night, and it's a bit of a generic one. Do aliens exist? And if we ever came in contact with them, would we be able to handle it? Now, of course, we've all been there. We've all had those moments where we're hanging out with friends and all of a sudden aliens are brought up, to which we take the time that night to get on YouTube, type in alien videos, and then spend the rest of your night terrifying yourself with the fact that aliens walk among us. Trust me, it's a fun road to take, but it can get pretty freaky if you're not careful enough. But hey, I warned you, okay? I warned you! But all that aside, we always think about if aliens do exist, but there's really only one way we'll ever know if they exist, and that's only gonna happen through, well, contact. Now sure, we could just send a robot into space and wait 1,000 years, or even 1,000,000 years, to go to a planet with life and then report back, you know, aliens exist, ooh! Just an example. But let's say, just for the sake of this topic, this conversation, that aliens visited us, and it was world known. No secrets, no cover-ups, but like they parked their space Corvette right into the city, and they were not messing around. Would we be able to handle it? Sure, we see movies where everyone is calm and collective, but the implications on this historical moment in human history would completely change us and our world forever. Similar to the movie Arrival, by the way, some minor spoilers coming up about this movie, and also this movie is I've been showing clips of Arrival, okay? Aliens come to the Earth in their spaceship and essentially make contact with us humans in a non-hostile attempt at meeting one another, but these aliens are like nothing we've ever seen before. They're like floating hand things. Like, what is that? Goddamn! And they communicate with us? With, oh god, what is that? And they're intelligent? This alien Squidward from another planet just flew over to Earth and just said, hey, what's up? Where's my Krabby Patty, Squidward? Where is it? But yeah, my point is people would not just be calm and chill. People's way of thinking about our world and universe would be completely rewritten, and mass hysteria would ensue. Are there other aliens just chilling outside Earth watching us? Are we some kind of human zoo or something? Okay, I'm a chill a bit. It's getting a little intense. My next big thought that keeps me up is one that quite often scares me, and that is, what's the bigger picture? Our futures are determined by us and our outcomes and choices, but there is a bit of me that also believes in fate. I guess this is more of a personal thought that scares me at times because the future is unknown, and looking back, there is not a whole lot about my current life now I could have predicted even a few years ago.
Damn.
However, with this thought being a rather scary one, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thought to have. I mean, we all often wonder where our lives are going, and to feel somewhat anxious about what the future could hold is completely natural. However, I think it is wise to step into the future with optimism and to always continue walking forward, because the future hasn't quite happened yet, and if you guide yourself into the right direction, you can achieve the future you would like to have. My next thought that scares me is also one we share collectively, and that's, well, what happens when we die. Now, I think it's only natural that we all think about this because we just don't know what happens when someone passes away. Is there really some kind of heaven? Do things just go to darkness? Well, listen to this little theory I got that's actually really intense, so bear with me. Do we really die? Or are we just the universe experiencing itself? Alright, I'm gonna put a pause on here for a second. Let you breathe. Okay, you good? I'll continue. Do you think the universe is actually just one collective being? What if I were to tell you the universe was completely conscious of itself, but on a scale we obviously can't comprehend? That the Big Bang was so— Okay, that's enough. Wait, what? Kermit? What are you doing here? You gotta tone down this universe nonsense. But why? Because a lot of kids watch this show. Do you have any idea how many of them you're probably freaking out right now? I mean, no. Don't you be doing it anymore, you hear me? But did I make myself clear? I will hunt you down. Yes, Kermit, yes, okay. Okay, where was I? What if the Big Bang— Hey! Okay, I'm sorry, okay, alright, I'm toning it down, alright? Look, everything dies, and I'm not saying that to make you upset. It's natural, it's a part of life, and if it makes you feel any better, I personally think there is a bigger picture to everything that lives and also eventually dies. But perhaps I'll save all that for another video. If anything, take the knowledge that one day you'll die as a motivator. Use it to live your life to the fullest. Accomplish your dreams. Ask that special crush out on a date. Do the things you've always wanted to do but have been afraid of, because as far as we know, we really do only live this one life. So, make the best of it. And finally, my last thought that terrifies me the most is how much is my phone bill gonna be this month, because goddamn!